Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here for The Promised Neverland, Episode 8. Last time on The Promised Neverland, Deal with the Devil was made. She's pretty smart, and she read Emma and Norman kind of like a book. Knew that they were hiding something, and so went searching, and found a scrap of paper. I don't know what's on it, but she sees it as incontrovertible proof that she could use, or it's the evidence that she wanted. I don't know what could be on that paper. No clue. But as she is celebrating, Mama comes in with a letter from, I assume, from the higher-ups, and it's very intimidating, and says that Sister Crone, it's over. Okay, well, we'll see where this goes from here. I don't know. There were a lot of pretty negative comments about the last episode. I thought it was pretty good. A lot of people thought it was pretty bad. Interesting. I do want to spotlight a couple of comments. So the first one of those comes from Aspen Log, who writes, "Oof, weird silence instead of inner monologues and butchering of tense scenes and impactful character moments, along with long, weird animation hiccups. I guess the pseudo quality can't stay for long." Now this is interesting, and what I really find interesting here is this idea of pseudo quality, because TPN is a pretty high quality animation in my regard. Like, there's good effort and money put into animating this, but it does have this odd feeling like it's trying to replicate a better show, or in this case, I guess, a better manga. I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see if it really takes a nosedive later. I think it'll be right where it is onward, which would put it for me at like a 6 or a 7, which is a pretty good score. I have to explain that a 6 or a 7 is a pretty damn good score in my book. Like, yeah, an 8 is someone's masterpiece, but not my own. A 9 is right on the edge of being a masterpiece, but has like one thing that makes it not. And a 10 is I can't find a flaw with it. So 6 and 7 are pretty damn good scores. The vast majority of seasonal anime is about a 6, or lower. So maybe I'll be shooting myself in the foot by saying this, and we'll see what happens in the comments section on the next on this episode. But that's about where I would put TPN so far, and so if it continues at the same quality, that's about what it would get. We'll see. Aspenlog finishes, but there were a couple of cool crone animations, especially where she jumped on the bed. Yeah, that was a great cut. That was a nice looking cut, and I think it sold her spookiness. It's pretty good. Okay, next comment to spotlight, also the last one, is from OVXY. I don't know how to say your name. "This episode was okay-ish, still nothing compared to the manga though. I didn't really feel the tension of the situation, maybe because I already know what is going to happen, but I don't really think so. Even when rereading, I feel a little bit of it Lamau." That's interesting. So, if you've gone back and reread it recently, and you still felt some of the tension, and then you just didn't feel it in the anime, that does speak to something lost in translation or adaptation. Too bad. The bits of animation of Sister Crone, the bed one and the one in the corridor, were really nice. Yes, I agree. I would just really wish they did it like the manga did. Everything is there. Nice voice actors, animation and soundtrack, and even the OP and ED, but they just go and remove one of the most important things, the inner monologues of the characters. I know they need to save time and everything, limited episodes, but that kind of makes me feel like it was too early for this adaptation. My hot take is that I don't think removing the inner monologues was a time-saving measure. I don't know how this first couple of arcs of the story goes, but they're going to be leading toward some kind of climax that would function if this show only gets its first run, right? If it doesn't get a second season. So it may be that they have to pace it a certain way, but given the number of what seem like inconsequential scenes that are in here and are long and drawn out, I don't feel like the removal of the inner monologues was a time-saving measure specifically. I do think it was a specific decision made by the direction staff or the script staff, series coordinator. And it's pretty common in anime. And there was an interesting discussion on another comment about this, but I just want to say my piece on it, which is that I think that some people think that inner monologue doesn't translate well to an animated medium because we just want to see the characters doing what they're doing. And so they either have them say what they're going to think out loud in the case of some of the Sister Crone scenes, as far as I'm aware, or we have them just like try to express it through the animation. I disagree with this decision, but I understand why they made it because it's difficult to sell inner monologue in an animated series or in film period. That said, there are some great ways to do it, and I think a great thing to do is to point at Death Note, where we've got frequent inner monologue between, like, in both Light, both and L, and just, like, everybody has inner monologue going on, and it's, like, the majority of the cool shit in the series is in characters' heads. And I think that they could have just taken a note from Death Note and done it better. Anyway. Anyway. Oof, do I always need to rant, Lamau? That's fine, it's not even a long rant. Love the reaction, and after being subscribed for about 2 months, I'm thinking about becoming one of your patrons. Cool. Have a great day. I will. I will. I will try. Hopefully this episode of TPN is really good. We'll see. Alright, so I've got the episode up. There will be multiple versions of this video. Oh, this ends the comment spotlight. Yeah. There will be multiple versions of this video. There will be the picture-in-picture versions on BitChute and Mega. You can find links in the description. Timer-based version with the full discussion on YouTube. There will be a beep-beep timer. It'll go boop, 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 beep. And on the beep and the green light, that's the same frame that the video starts playing on my screen. So if you're playing along, you probably want to hit the button. Beep-beep timer goes here. This is T, by the way. Okay. What do we got? She's so happy. Ooh. Ooh, this is interesting. Because she just found something. You were about to betray her. Holy shit. She had it. Hmm. So what was on the note? God damn it, Phil. I can't tell if Phil's an idiot or is just godlike. I get the feeling this is a trap for Crone. Oh, hello. We finally meet her. Nani? Everything for production quality. But what were the facts on the note? Whoa. Whoa. That was Isabella, wasn't it? Interesting. Yeah, you've fucked yourself, dude. Oh shit. Tea Fairy is definitely some kind of ceremony. Is she gonna get nommed? Hello. Yep. Okay then. Okay then. That's the most interesting thing that's happened so far. Good music choice. Ooh, it's the dull, but yeah. So she was brought to be shipped out and told the secret and lived on. They implanted the stuff in her to make her a mama or a sister or whatever. This is interesting. Okay. And now she's gonna get eaten, I think. You're gonna fight that with a letter opener. Okay. Okay, this is heading into the realm of too long. Hmm. How did she get that far away from the gate? What's in the box? Is that through her chest? Oh, oh. Interesting. Was that a different flower or just a bud of the same flower? If a bud, then is the scene in the OP where it opens? Hmm. Interesting. So Crone roots them on with her last thoughts. That's interesting. Okay, yeah. It does grow and become red once it's soaked in blood. Very interesting. Okay, what is this scene for? Oh, okay. To the room with all the others? Hey, Ray. He's distracting them. They're distracting Isabella for now. Smart. Smart. Another one from a character's perspective. I guess from Ray's. Interesting. Mama gloating, but this is also a play. Yeah. Keep it together, Ray. Same thing can happen to you. Well then. She's figured out your game. RIP. She already poisoned you? Oh shit, that is the worst possible situation. Okay. Worst possible situation. Well, Isabella has entered the fray. You're not gonna kick that door down, dude. Send a signal. Yeah. Things are not going smoothly, friends. Not at all. Interesting soundtrack choice. I like it. Oh. Oh, okay. That's fine, though. How are you gonna stop Mama? Oh, no. Something wrong. Hide those ropes? Yeah. We're just hanging out over here, having a fun time. Is this a misdirect? Is it not Mama coming out of the forest? Should be. Okay. Hiya. Everything is fucked. Emma, everything is fucked. Yeah, don't try. Eh? That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wonder if this is the same conversation that she had with Grandma when she tried to escape. Veiled threats. Part where it's all a lie. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no point. She knows. She knows it all. You've been completely outplayed. Hmm? Oh, they're gonna... That was a bone-breaking sound. We did establish... Yeah, big bone-breaking sound. We did establish knowledge of martial arts. With that smile. Bitch, it fucking hurts! What? What is that thing? Capital 1, okay. Oh, okay, it was a bandage. Pretty terrifying parallels to an abusive parent. Okay. Oh, don't worry, Emma just fell. Phil looking away there. That's interesting. Shipping them out. Okay. That's gonna happen. Norman's dead. 100% believe it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Interesting episode. Pretty good one. Yeah, Mama unveiled and enters the fray and is a hell of a player. Sister Cronop plays herself. She had what she wanted, but she needed to go one step further and try and stab Mama in the back, and that did not work out because she didn't understand Mama's relationship with Grandma. There's a parallel Mama and Grandma, Isabella and Grandma. to Isabella and Emma. Which makes good sense. I have to wonder if the speech or the way of trying to talk Emma down was the same method that Grandma used for Isabella. Probably. Because we saw her atop the wall as a youngin'. This makes me wonder if the girl in the ED who we see, this girl, if this girl in the ED is a young Isabella. And if so, will we get more on that? Because that's pretty fascinating. So Crone outplayed herself. I still don't know what was on the note that she thought was the perfect evidence. But Grandma seemed to just dismiss it. Didn't seem to think it was irrelevant or anything. Just dismiss it. So I really don't have any guess for that. I wonder if Crone was ever actually made mother of Plant 4. Or whether it was all a ploy. Like, if Crone had just buried the note and not tried to backstab Isabella, would she have been taken from there and to Plant 4? Or was the plan always to kill her? I would lean toward the latter. The scene of Crone's death was interesting. It's clear to see what they were trying to do with it. I do think they missed the mark just slightly, but like second ring outside the bullseye. So still pretty good. It was a little bit drawn out for showing her development as a person and into a mama. I don't get the symbolism of the pen. I just don't get it. I'm intrigued by what she put in the box that she wrapped in cloth and then put in the drawer. That's interesting. I wonder if it is something to help the kids. But if she actually thought she was going to Plant 4, then what would be the point of doing that? Mama's turn was really well done. I really liked that. The moment where she says to Ray that you were a loyal dog, even if you were a lying traitor. That was good. That was nice. A child knocking over a door. A heavy door. Nah. That's okay. It's not a big deal. The sound design on the crunch as Mama breaks Emma's leg was really good. And I'm a fan of scenes where a character takes off their mask. So Isabella doing that for Emma and Norman was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Definitely ups the stakes and changes the nature of the game quite a bit. Because now everyone is aware that everyone else is aware of what's going on. There's no subterfuge that can like work against Mama at this point. Norman is getting shipped out. I don't think there's any way to save him. I think he's dead. I think I was talking about this either in the last episode or the one before that I feel a foreshadowing of Norman dying. I didn't think it would be a ship out, but it makes sense. I don't think there's a way to save him. I'm going to guess that he dies, probably next episode. I don't know how this plays from here, though. Because, as far as I can tell, Emma's on the road to being shipped out relatively soon, as is Ray. They're both old enough, or close. So I don't think Emma's leg will heal enough for them to make another escape attempt. I feel like there needs to be some additional factor. Potentially the books from William Minerva. Something there. But I don't know what. There are a lot of little bits of interesting world building here. So the flowers that are inserted into the corpses that's done when they're buds, and then they spring to life and become bright red with blood, which is interesting. I don't know if there's a deeper meaning to that or if it's just symbolic. But it's definitely curious. Let's go through the episode really quick. See if I catch anything else that I might have missed. Yeah, she seems so smug about this play. I mean, she always seems pretty smug, but yeah. She's got this note. She resolves to try. We get her looking at the pen, which is set up for the pen later. I don't know what weight it has, what the meaning of that pen is supposed to be. Phil is being Phil. This box, we don't know what's in it. And we don't know where she goes and hides it exactly. She goes in. This is pretty good setup. The gloomy atmosphere. It's pretty clear that something bad is going to happen to Crone. Then we meet Grandma, which is cool. I'm torn on whether I like or dislike the not showing her eyes. It's fine. The eyes on this one look real weird. Real strange. That's okay. So when she dismisses this note, so is this what you mean? In addition to the facts on this note, the other perfect scorers know about the secret and are trying to escape. She doesn't care if she believes you, as long as they're kept under control. That's definitely Isabella. And that's definitely Grandma. Is a necessary pawn for me. That's interesting. And then she's dead. I understand that they needed this bit of backstory, I guess. I think it would have been better if we'd left it out. If it had just been cut to inside and we never see Sister Crone again. But they felt the need to put this bit of backstory in. I assume it's in the manga. I guess this is supposed to make us empathize with Sister Crone. Doesn't really work. She outplayed herself. There's this setup that the mothers are trained in martial arts, which is useful for later. I guess there's some interesting stuff in terms of showing how the mothers are trained. But we don't know what this conversation was. What was going on here. If we did, then there might be some symbolism to this pen, but at present, there's just nothing. Cutting between eating and the killing. Interesting. So she leaves the pen behind along with this box. wrapped up in cloth. Something useful in there, but I don't know what. And then the bud. Stab. Moving atmosphere. And with her last thoughts, she urges them to get away. As she could not. And we see a flower bloom. And that's interesting. This is neat. We go from focus on Rei to focus on Mama as they round this corner. It's pretty neat. This is her game, you know. Stops him on the stairs. Yeah, it's all ogre. Nice, intimidating Mama. Didn't need her anymore. That's why I eliminated her, so I'm going to do the same to you. You're more useful as merchandise at this point. Yeah, from now on I'll control them myself. She is entering the fray. No signal, Mama's out. Okay. They are far too late. And then she drops the mask. Where was that one cut that I didn't like? Is it here? Yeah. It's not that anything feels off about it, I just don't see the purpose of it. There's a sound effect for this, right? Yeah. Why? What does this do? I do like Emma's resolve here. Pretty good. I'll find my own happiness. Pretty good. And then they do this, and then there's a nice little crunch. That's a juicy crunch. I like it. This is solidly nice and real creepy. Bandages are up. Lets Norman know that his time is now. Phil looks away here. But it's not like he's looking away because he's like shocked by seeing somebody hurt. It's like he's looking towards something. There's nothing behind him except for the open field. Is he looking toward the I don't think he's looking toward the direction that Mama came from either. Because she comes from the right side of the screen and he looks away toward the left side of the screen. Out to the field. Yeah, he's right there. Looks away and then we immediately cut away from him. Cut to a couple of shocked expressions, then he turns back. Oh, this is where we get the final thing for Norman. Yeah, he's dead. I'm writing him off. If he's not dead, I'll be surprised. But I think he's dead. Which I think is a good move. For the story. Then he can become like an in our hearts type character. Then it becomes Emma, Rei, Gilda, Norman. Or Gilda, Dawn. He was also the mediator between Rei and Emma. So taking him out allows a lot more interpersonal conflict to occur. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't know where it's going to go from here. This was a really big move type episode. Lots of big moves. Especially by Isabella. She's scary. Would not play her in chess. No thank you. So, I guess I'm going to wrap it up. I've been Teeaboo. This has been The Promised Neverland, Episode 8. If you liked it, go ahead and do that. If you hated it, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Totally cool. You leave me a comment letting me know what you disliked about it. That would be really helpful. Then I can improve. If you're not subbed and you want more videos like this, I make them, so maybe do that. And if you are subbed and you're not getting videos like this, maybe the bell can help you. If you really like this content or the way I do it, consider heading over to patreon.com/Teeaboo for early access to a bunch of stuff and chatting in the Discord and some other cool things. So maybe do that. Probably don't do that now. Wait for like tomorrow, because then the month rolls over. And there's no way you get double charged, which is nice. So yeah, good episode. Interesting stuff. No idea where it goes from here. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.